The news of the Berlin Gigafactory's opening was met with much enthusiasm and celebration by Tesla aficionados and investors, but we can't help but question what this implies for Tesla stock. Like Troy, Tesla's production and sales statistician, explained why the new facility would significantly affect the company's stock price. We'll be investigating a few of his projections today, which included some shocking estimations. What impact will the new factory have on sales and output for the company? What fresh difficulties does the factory present? Make sure to stay watching because everything will be revealed in today's video. With the opening of an assembly plant in a key market, Tesla started making cars in Europe. CEO Elon Musk plans to produce 500,000 electric vehicles annually from this facility. Naturally, we're talking about the German market. During a tour of the enormous Loslong's 7 billion plants near Berlin, Musk gave a brief tour to German Chancellor Olaf Scholz and other authorities. The fact that it was constructed in less than 2 years stunned German officials and journalists when they gave the inauguration speech. After all, it was a topic of discussion how quickly Tesla constructed the factory in a nation known for its strict bureaucracy and careful planning. The factory is only a few kilometers from Berlin's new airport, which finally opened 2 years ago after nearly a decade of delays. People greeted the plant's launch with great enthusiasm. Many thanks to Musk was not the only one who was posting on Twitter with contagious excitement. Following the tour, Scholz made a noteworthy comment stating that electromobility will impact future mobility. A terrific day for the region, a remarkable day for Germany as well, and a special day for the mobility transformation in Germany were also expressed by Robert Habeck, the Deputy Chancellor and Minister of Economics of Germany. In honor of the milestone, Musk distributed the first 30 European-built Teslas to clients who had placed orders and were invited to the celebration. What does the Tesla stock signify from this event? An independent researcher for Tesla, Troy Test, states that the business anticipates producing 1,000 cars a week 6 weeks after commercial production starts and 5,000 cars a week by the end of 2022. These kinds of figures will cause the market's perception of Tesla stock to change for the better and raise its valuation even further. Troy is a specialist in estimating production and delivery times for Teslas. His projections are derived from DMV data, order tracker spreadsheet data, and additional sources. We therefore consider him to be a reliable source. Notably, the Gigafactory, which is valued at $1 billion, represents the biggest investment made in a German car company in recent memory. More than 3,000 of the factory's projected 12,000 employees have been hired thus far. The plant appears to have a number of advantageous effects on both Tesla's future and the German economy. Earlier this month, Tesla accomplished something unprecedented in recent German company history. Relying mostly on a series of approximately 20 preliminary permits, the company nearly finished building a plant large enough to warrant the moniker Gigafactory. There was always a chance that the final authorization might not be granted, causing chaos and forcing the company to destroy everything it had produced. It was a huge gamble, but Elon Musk remained unfazed and prevailed. Musk's company was allowed to begin the project 2 years ago with the logging of the adjacent forest regions. Thanks to the preliminary licenses, not everyone was enthusiastic about this progress, though on the day of the Gigafactory's opening, environmentalists protested over issues ranging from the plant's water use to the trees killed in its construction. Many residents believed that the project moved too quickly, despite numerous rounds of public hearings because of their environmental worries, particularly fears about the plant's excessive water usage, had not been adequately addressed. These concerns included how the corporation would handle any potentially dangerous chemical leaks. Regardless, investors seem to be satisfied with the current circumstances, especially as the stock price keeps rising to its former numbers, which is now back up at $990 per share. Tesla expects the Berlin factory to ramp up production numbers this year, according to the German journal Automotive Sport. The Tesla plant plans to produce 2,000 automobiles in its first few weeks of serial production. These numbers are close to Troy Test-like numbers, so we're quite optimistic about future events, while many of us are more interested in the present or the future. The good news for Tesla supporters and fans of electric vehicles in general is that experts believe a growth spurt for Tesla, especially in Europe, will take place soon because of the new plant. Up until now, the Model Y fully electric vehicles for the European market have only come from Tesla's Shanghai production, but that will all change once Bitterlinge's plant is fully operational. Tesla's mission to conquer the European market has been a long time coming. In September 2021, Troy Test-like published an eye-catching and intriguing graph about Tesla's registrations in Europe. Additionally, It is said that many European nations are gradually phased out internal combustion engines in favor of electric vehicles. Based on government statistics in December 2021, almost 20% of newly sold automobiles in Europe and the United Kingdom were exclusively powered by electricity. It's interesting to note that in the past, diesel cars were the most popular engine option in Europe. Nonetheless, it appears that Europeans purchased more electric cars than diesel cars. For Tesla, Giga is an essential location. Tesla claims that the factory will be the most cutting-edge and effective space the firm has ever built. Not only will the world's largest battery cell manufacturing facility be located at the Grünheide site, but it will also produce Model A autos at dizzying rates. According to Musk, the plant's initial capacity will be up to 100 gigawatt-hours, and it will later be upgraded to gigawatt-hours. Still, analysts estimate that even the initial capacity would be more than enough to produce batteries for over 1 million cars from that model year. The car's current range might potentially be boosted by 16 compared to rivals in the German market if Tesla releases a new generation of 80 by 60 millimeter cells with a higher energy density. That's not something that worries us too much. While Tesla's German competitors are undoubtedly working hard to electrify their product lines and have more experience mass-producing cars, neither Tesla nor German automakers have anything to offer the customers who are not as financially equipped, particularly if automakers are forced to sell their electric vehicles without government subsidies. As a result, Volkswagen, BMW, and Daimler's Mercedes brands will find it difficult to keep up with Tesla's sophisticated e-mobility concepts and technologies. This is particularly true for the Tesla Model Y, which costs more than €55,000 in Germany. While investors and fans of the company are celebrating this milestone, there are still unanswered questions about the Giga. According to a recent research note from Deutsche Bank Cars sector analysts, the plant's survival depends on the local water supply, so in order to really ramp up production, Tesla will need to demonstrate appropriate water usage and air pollution control. They also mentioned sources that purportedly suggested the company might exhaust the region's water reserve with the first phase of the plant build-out and requires new extraction permits to expand its capacity further. According to analysts at Wedbush Securities, another facility is scheduled to open soon outside of Austin, Texas. Musk believes that by the end of the year, thanks to the Austin facility, Tesla will have transformed into a true mass producer of electric automobiles. By 2023, the American automaker may be able to produce 1.3 million cars worldwide, which, if successful, will surpass well-known legacy brands like Volvo and Toyota. What are your thoughts on the billion Gigafactory? The Berlin and Austin plants will quadruple the company's production capacity to almost 2 million vehicles per year. But we'll have to wait and see given Tesla and Musk's history of high production estimates and timelines. What hopes do you have for Tesla's remarks in the comment section below?